Good afternoon, Lisa and Robert. Welcome back to the office. We've been meeting over several weeks to talk about your plan, and I have put it together here for you. I wanted to go back on over that at this time. Again, you have asked me to put together a plan that models something that would keep you in the lifestyle you've been accustomed to with the $15,000 if you were to retire immediately or going forward. And I have some suggestions here in my plan that I'd like to go over with you and talk about. You're still getting me this Social Security payout, in which will show that where you stand on your Social Security. But let me just talk to you real quickly about some of your strengths and some of the opportunities that you can take to enhance your retirement and the outlook for you. First, the strengths are phenomenal. You're a two-income family, and you have your IRAs and your investment portfolios. You also have a pension to rely on, and that is phenomenal. You have enough saved for retirement. We need that SSA information, your Social Security information. But you own your primary homes and vacation homes, which is phenomenal, and you have an emergency fully funded. Additional, there's some opportunities for you. I noticed that you do have simple wills that were created 20 years ago. I'm going to talk about that in some of the estate planning that we can beef that up. Specifically, we'd like to discuss your insurance needs and your investments, and then the sale of your homes, the sale of the business of Lisa, and then anything else that you would like to discuss. First, your emergency fund is fully invested. You've got the $60,000 should anything come along, any unforeseen issues, be it health, CAR, or what have you. With regards to your estate plan, I'd like to see that you meet with an estate attorney and that you go over the plan. One of the suggestions I had was that you look at creating a trust, a qualified terminable interest trust, or trustee, QTIP for short. And then what would happen is that if, Robert, you were to pass away, the trust would then take care of Lisa, and would then, upon Lisa's death, would go to your heirs as you had explained that you wanted to do. The other nice thing about that is that Lisa would be able to take care of Lisa for her education needs and her financial needs as is, and then leave it to your children as you had requested. One thing, you have great assets. You have the IRAs and the Roth. Robert, what I would suggest on that Roth is to take more risk associated with that, because your Roth builds over time. Right now, those assets that are in the Roth are just basically meeting inflation. So I'd suggest you add more to your Roth, some additional risk. Lisa, I went over your plan, and specifically on your plan, you currently have a beta of 1.08, which is higher risk than the normal. Anything less than 1% is less risk than the market. 1% is the market. So beta risk is how volatile the investment portfolio is against the overall market. And Lisa, I looked at your risk, and there's several risks that you have in your account, and that is in your equity portfolio. You have either business risk or financial risk. On the fixed income side, you have liquidity risk, and on the bond side, you have a reinvestment risk. I've outlined those all in the plan here for you. One thing is, I would suggest that you had a high level of cash. I would move that cash into the mix, and I'd offer up that you have somewhere between 55%, 55% equity in stock, that you move 40% into fixed income, and you reduce that cash and just have 5% alternatives. Specifically with regards to your retirement goals, you, Robert, do have a fully pension plan option, and so you have three alternatives ahead of you. You have the lump sum payment, the single life payout payment, and the joint life payout. One of the nice things about the lump sum payout is that you take immediate control from your DB plan. The payout can then go into your IRA, and if something happened to you, the funds would go to your heirs through the beneficiary information you have on your IRA. The single life option pays out. However, if something happened to you, Robert, the funds would cease and nothing further would take place. The joint life payout would be extended to you both, Robert, and as well as Lisa. The payout is made during the lifetime of you, Robert, and upon your passing would go to Lisa. However, that would be at a reduced rate, and once Lisa passed away, nothing further would be taken into consideration. So it would be my option, my preference that you take the lump sum payout for that. As part of your home sales, what I would suggest is that you hold off on selling the primary home, as Lisa would then be able to take advantage of the 121 exclusion later this year. With that, you would get some tax advantage for that. The sale of your rental home would, right now you're somewhat underwater in today's dollars, the worth versus what you get for it. What you could do is sell that immediately, and any loss could be taken against your business sale, Lisa. And to that point, congratulations on the offer of the sale of your business. With that annuitized essentially in installment sales, Lisa, you have 10 years, and that's a great income. However, some of that, 75% of that, it will be taxed. And so what you will do is, with the offset of the vacation home, you'd be able to apply it against that. And what I did see was on your insurance coverage, you were somewhat lacking on insurance for the main primary house and the vacation rental. What I would suggest is that you fully insure both those properties, and if you're concerned about the cost, reduce your premiums, reduce the offset that you would pay for the premiums on that account. What I would say is, with regards to that, the premiums you pay in each month, maybe instead of being a say $1,000 deductible, that you raise that higher so that the deductible is less cost to you on that. And additionally, one other item, Robert, you had asked for me that you wanted your son to come in and invest in the same way that you were investing. And what I'd say is his issues with regards to investment, his time horizon is longer than yours. So while you have your assets the way you're invested, and he wanted to model after that, I would like to see him come in and we could talk about his time horizons, his risk evaluation as well, and we'd be happy to talk to him about that. If you would, take a look at the plan, and then if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them right now. If not, we will continue to have meetings to discuss your plan on an ongoing basis and make sure that we are in sync, that we're continuing to adjust as you are needing. Should something else come up, happy to discuss it. Thank you so much.